it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the top 10 power forwards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. And it's the last top 10 power forwards because content is done and over with. They just released the season rewards, which are all endgame and invincibles that we had seen in the past. It's over with, guys. And so this is going to be the final list of the power forwards that we do of the entire year. So make sure you guys tune into this because, look, this is the end game concept. If you do want, to grind the game a little bit more, don't know why, but if you do, look, this is the power forward list for you guys. Now, before we dive any further into it, guys, remember, guys like LeBron or guys, that were on the power or the small forward list are not going to be on the power forward list, and guys that, like Yao and Taco that are definitely centers, they are not going to be on the power forward list either. Now, my top guy did change yesterday, so, stay tuned to the end because you're going to not want to miss out on it. I actually had this thing recorded, and I had to re-record the whole thing because I missed two big guys in the middle. But we're going to start off at number 10 with Wilt Chamberlain. Now, a lot of guys are going to have him higher, and I know this one is going to make a lot of people upset, but my whole thing is this, okay? For Wilt Chamberlain, I know what he does on the defensive end of the court, but who doesn't do what he does on the defensive end of the court at this stage of my team? It's this, man. The Luka Doncic base is good on Luka Doncic. It's not good on Wilt Chamberlain. And I don't think many people are going to argue that. Even Wilt Chamberlain stans are going to say the Wilt Chamberlain or the Luka Doncic base is at best okay or good. They're not going to say it's cheesy. They're not going to say anything like that. Everybody thought Luka Doncic's base was super good, and then we saw it on Wilt Chamberlain. We're like, well, it's just good for Luka Doncic, and that's as simple as I can put it. It's okay on Wilt Chamberlain. I'm glad I didn't lock this card in, and anybody that did lock this card in is probably not very happy at this stage of my team. Coming in at number 9, we got Kristaps Porzingis invincible card. Now, 7'3", 7'6" wingspan. Why do I like him over Wilt? Simple, okay? I like his release just as good. Combine that with the fact that I mean, he's taller, a little longer, Kobe size up escape. I just like him a little bit more. And maybe it's me. I just prefer that release of Brook Lopez to the Wilt Chamberlain, Luka Doncic base. Now, that is my opinion. And I will stand firm on that. Kobe size escape, Scotty movement back, quick dribble style, Brook Lopez base. Again, I think it's preference. If you prefer Wilt Chamberlain over Kristaps Porzingis, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to, sit here and argue with you. But I will say, I will take Kristaps Porzingis over that Wilt every day of the week. Number 8 here, we do have an endgame Anthony Davis. And yes, guys, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this. I prefer endgame Anthony Davis over endgame Wilt Chamberlain. His movement's better. I like his release better. I know his player model is not going to be as good. So you want to talk about the defensive end of the court, I will be the first one to admit to you Wilt is going to be better defensively. But Wilt has the Curry size of escape. I prefer the Trey size of escape. It goes on and on. I mean, I prefer set shot 25 and the Trey leaner. Obviously, I think Wilt does have that Trey leaner, but I prefer set shot 25 to the Luka Doncic base as well. So for me, Anthony Davis, 2 steps, I guess, ahead of Wilt Chamberlain at number 8. A guy I initially missed out on that I didn't have in my list is Ralph Sampson. Why? It's because, all these endgame invincible cards, they really outshine some good Season 8 power forwards that we got this year. And so, I had to go back and redo this list because initially I did indeed leave Ralph off my list. I don't know why, but I did. Hot spots from everywhere, 50 Hall of Famers, 17 on gold. Let's start with this. 85 3-ball. Is it that big of a deal? I don't know. I wish it was a little bit higher. Decent speed, good defensively, obviously. Playmaking, not great. Rebounding, pretty solid in general. But the big thing for Ralph is that he's 7'4". That's what you really need to look at. He's 7'4". He's got jump shot 4 on very quick, normal leaner, quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape, Scotty movement by the back, and he has quick drop ducks. Ralph really is the whole package in my team. A lot of people don't use him anymore is because he's not an invincible or not an endgame, and his 3-ball is not super high. But other than that, I'm absolutely in love with Ralph. A guy I'm a little higher on is James Wiseman. It really comes down to this, okay? Ralph is going to be a little bit taller. Wiseman gives you the whole package. His stats look like the stats of an invincible card, to put it lightly. This Wiseman card can compete at every level. I've even been playing wagers lately, and people have been running James Wiseman. The way I look at Wiseman is the fact that, he's got a great Steph Curry base on very quick, normal leaner. Defensively, again, his player model is pretty solid. I wish he had that 7-1 player model that he's had in past years. When you look at this James Wiseman, obviously he's 7'1 with a 7'6 wingspan. It's a little bit different this year with Wiseman, right? Not nearly as long, not nearly as lengthy, but he's still got a decent player model, still got a good release, and overall is still an absolutely incredible player all the way around in my team. The problem is, I personally don't think he's as good as invincible Kareem AbdulJabbar. Now, this is my opinion. If you guys disagree with that, again, I'm okay to listen in and hearing where you guys are coming from. But here, I need you guys to listen to me for a second, okay? Kareem, 7'2", 7'5 wingspan, 79 base value, 65 on Hall of Fame. The card has every badge outside of Space Creator. Jump Shot 21, is it the best release in the game? No, but you know what it is. I mean, it's the release Kareem has always basically had. Quick dribble style, Scotty moving behind the back, good SIGs in general. This Kareem, I don't care what invincible Kareem you want to put here. Both of these Kareems are in the same spot at number 5. I don't take any Kareem slander. I never have and never will. I always will have a special place in my heart because of what Kareem's player model really is like in game. At number 4, Big Dirk Nowitzki, 7'1", 7'3 wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 80 Hall of Famers, set shot 25, on very quick, Steph leaner, quick dribble style, Francis size up, Curry size escape, Scotty moving by the back. When Dirk came out, everybody was like, whoa, this card is too much in my team. And they're right. I mean, offensively speaking, this Dirk card is too much. The problem is, defensively, he's not bad. He's just not as good as some of the top guys on this list. Even some guys lower. Like, do I prefer Kareem, Ralph on the defensive end over Dirk? I absolutely do. Even Wilt, I prefer over Dirk. But Dirk's set shot 25 is really good. Puts him over the top, coming in here at number 4. At number 3, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, Shaq, Dirk, I've been going back and forth on the two. It really depends whether you like defense, you're going to like Shaq more, or offense, you're going to like Dirk more. That's really the difference. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. If you are an offensive head, you're probably going to prefer to use Dirk Nowitzki. Whereas if you like the large player build of Shaq, a guy that still has set shot 25, you're going to prefer Shaq. And for me, as much as I play defense, I do slightly prefer Shaquille O'Neal to Dirk Nowitzki. I've definitely had my ups with Shaq. I've definitely had my lows. But when it comes down to the center position, or to the power forward position, there's only 2 guys in the game right now that I can take over Shaq. The first one at number 2, it's my number 2 on this list, is Endgame Kareem. If I would have done this video yesterday, he would have been at number 1. If I would have done this video literally yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, he would have been number 1 on my list. The problem is, some things have changed since then. There's a guy that I'm a little bit higher on than probably I should be, or than most people are. But I still love Kareem, man. The problem is, I feel like this card never makes whites. Also on current gen, from the corners in which power forwards shoot a lot, he does take long twos. Those are a couple of problems with Kareem. But the pros definitely outweigh the cons. And again, Kareem's player model is absolutely outstanding. This card can do it all in my team. The problem is, I personally do not think he's quite as good as Kristaps Porzingis. Again, this is my opinion. You guys do not have to agree with it. But I think Kristaps' player model is just as good as Kareem's. I honestly, what do I prefer, set shot 25 or jump shot 3? Normally it's set shot 25. But if you are on current gen jump shot 3 for Kareem or for KP, either one of them, jump shot 3 is going to be better. They don't step in from the corners. Jump shot 3 may be quicker on current gen. It's just one of those things. I used both the cards. Yesterday I hoped way more with Kristaps Porzingis than I did with Kareem AbdulJabbar. And that is why Kristaps Porzingis today, right now, on August 10th, comes in as my best power forward overall in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Again, guys, if you're wondering why Bron's not on this list, if you're wondering why Taco and Yao aren't on this list, simply put, because they are on other lists. Now, some honorable mentions, we got to throw, Hakeem out there. We got to throw D-Rob out there, Evan Mobley, maybe even a Giannis, because those guys were really, really close to making the cut. But that is going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Who is I ultimately too high on, too low on? Let me know all that. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are. Do it as always, man. I love you guys. Have a blessed day.